This clip is of a deluded lefty who is a migration policy expert. She is saying unlimited mass immigration has absolutely no downsides and has no impact on our lives whatsoever. Just listen to this before we pick apart this nonsense. It's painful to watch.
It's really interesting to me how the media has wholesale swallowed the idea that high migration is bad. We asked migration policy expert Zoe Gardner what groups make up these new high migration figures.
Students are the biggest groups, foreign students and their dependents. A lot of those people are coming from India, China, Nigeria, and the US. That is about 35 to 40% of the people in these numbers. The next biggest group are skilled workers. Skilled workers are coming from a similar range of countries, also from the US, also from India, Bangladesh. Over a third of those are coming to work specifically in health and social care roles. The third big group are people who are coming from Ukraine and Hong Kong on those dedicated visa routes that we have to offer protection to those groups of people. And then there's smaller groups of people who are coming to join up with family members. There's asylum seekers who are not offered a visa like we do for Ukrainians and for people from Hong Kong. Who are also included in those figures. So it's a diverse group of people, all of whom should be recognized as being people. They deserve better than to be treated like a big mass of numbers that we need to somehow get down. They deserve to be recognized as individual people who have come here in good faith and are making big contributions to our country. They deserve better than to be treated like a political football, basically. I haven't heard any politicians answer the question as to why we want to bring net immigration down. I don't think it's any problem at all that we have lots of people trying to come and build their lives in the UK, join our communities, study and work in our communities. I think that's actually a brilliant thing. And I think that it's very disappointing that there aren't any politicians willing to celebrate the people who come here and join our communities. These are people that we work alongside, people that we fall in love with and build families with, people who are valued members of their communities. And I think that it's really shameful, actually, that we're talking about them in the terms that we're seeing from across the political spectrum today. They just bring a huge amount of positive, and actually they're just human beings. They're doing what human beings do, which is to move around. They come to seek opportunity, they come to seek safety, they come to seek all the kind of things that British people take for granted. We should be welcoming that. And I think actually most people in this country do welcome that. And it's politicians that need to catch up. They've been left behind. They still think we're in the 70s and 80s and that, divisive, racist rhetoric is going to win them votes. So I think they're wrong about that. I think they need to catch up with a British public that's really comfortable with immigration. We don't care where you come from. We just care that our communities get the support they deserve. And the problem is that the government isn't investing in our communities and isn't investing in our public services. That's what people's concerns are really about. I don't think anybody needs to be particularly concerned about 600,000 or 500,000 or 700,000 migrants coming in every year. I don't think it makes a very big difference to anybody's life. What makes a difference, as I say, is investment in our communities.
First of all, the majority of the British public do not want to see mass immigration increase, and they do not want open borders. She is utterly detached from the general public, such is the woke bubble she inhabits. And to think these people are influencing our migration policy based on their ideological and political beliefs. What she is saying is no matter how many people come here, that is never the cause of any of our problems. She said they all come here to join our communities and live in harmony. What? Like in Leicester, you mean? The more that come, the more they'll build their own communities that resemble their homelands, ones that are separate from ours. So if 1 million people come here in a year and there are not enough houses, doctors' places or school places, that's purely the government's fault for not investing. So in her mind, as many people as want to come here should be allowed, and it's our responsibility to endlessly invest to provide for them. That's like saying to a gambling addict who keeps gambling away more and more and has nothing left to gamble, gambling is not the problem, you not finding enough money is the issue. That is one of the most insane things I have ever heard, completely self-destructive. At this rate, Britain will be turned into a never-ending building site as more and more people flood in. That means paving over the countryside and putting more stress on the environment and infrastructure as we have to feed and provide for these people. It is absolutely unsustainable and will be the death of our nation. Talk about handing the country over to the world. The fact is, these people don't believe we should be a country. To them, we are just a plot of prosperous land that belongs to anyone in the entire world who wants it.